Welcome to Have You Read It? The channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Whether you're here for self-help, personal growth, or business inspiration, there's something for everyone. Today, we're exploring Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers, the Story of Success. This book challenges our conventional understanding of success, arguing that it's not just about individual talent, hard work, and ambition. Gladwell introduces the concept of outliers, individuals who achieve extraordinary success, and explores the hidden advantages, opportunities, and cultural legacies that contribute to their achievements. We begin our journey with the intriguing Roseto mystery. This small Pennsylvania town, populated by Italian immigrants, had an astonishingly low rate of heart disease in the mid-20th century, despite unhealthy diets and lifestyles. Researchers discovered that the secret wasn't genetics or individual choices, but the close-knit, supportive community they had created, highlighting the profound impact of our social environment on well-being. This leads us to Part 1, Opportunity. Gladwell explores how opportunities, often hidden and unearned, play a crucial role in shaping success. The first chapter introduces the Matthew effect, named after the biblical verse, "For unto everyone that hath shall be given." This principle suggests that those who are already successful are more likely to be given special opportunities that lead to further success. Gladwell uses the example of Canadian hockey players, showing how a small initial advantage, being born in the first few months of the year due to age cutoff dates, leads to better coaching, more practice, and ultimately, a greater chance of making it to the professional leagues. He extends this concept beyond sports, showing how similar biases show up in education, where older students in a grade are often perceived as more capable, leading to placement in advanced programs and a self-perpetuating cycle of advantage. Next, we discover the 10,000-hour rule. Gladwell argues that achieving world-class expertise in any field requires a minimum of 10,000 hours of practice. He cites examples ranging from violinists at Berlin's Elite Academy of Music to software prodigy Bill Joy. Joy's success, Gladwell explains, wasn't just due to his innate talent, but also his access to the University of Michigan's time-sharing computer system in the early 1970s, a rare and valuable opportunity at the time. This allowed him to accumulate the necessary practice hours to become a programming expert. He also looks at the Beatles' long hours performing in Hamburg clubs and Bill Gates' access to a computer terminal in junior high, opportunities that provided the necessary hours of practice. The following chapters, The Trouble with Geniuses, Part 1 and 2, challenge the notion that sheer intelligence guarantees success. Gladwell introduces Chris Langan, a man with an exceptionally high IQ, who, despite his intellectual gifts, struggled to achieve his potential due to his difficult upbringing and lack of practical intelligence, the ability to navigate social situations and get what you want from the world. He contrasts Langan's story with Robert Oppenheimer, the physicist who led the Manhattan Project. Oppenheimer, also a genius, possessed practical intelligence, enabling him to overcome obstacles and achieve extraordinary success. Gladwell connects this to family background and parenting styles, drawing on Annette Lareau's research, which distinguishes between concerted cultivation, where middle and upper-class families actively foster their children's skills and sense of entitlement, and accomplishment of natural growth, a more hands-off approach common among lower-income families. The 3 Lessons of Joe Flom explores the success of a prominent New York lawyer. Flom, a Jewish immigrant who grew up during the Depression, benefited from seemingly disadvantageous circumstances that turned into opportunities. Being Jewish at a time when Jewish lawyers were excluded from prestigious firms led him to specialize in the then marginal field of corporate takeovers, which became highly lucrative in the 1970s. His birth during a demographic trough meant less competition for educational and professional opportunities, and his family's background in the garment industry instilled in him the values of hard work, autonomy, and a connection between effort and reward. Part 2, Legacy explores the lasting influence of cultural legacies on success. We journey to Harlan, Kentucky, a town steeped in a culture of honor, where violence was an accepted response to perceived insults. Gladwell traces this culture back to the Scotch-Irish herding communities of the British borderlands, highlighting how cultural patterns persist across generations and influence behavior even in seemingly different contexts. This cultural legacy explains the higher rates of violence in the American South even today, as evidenced by research on the reactions of Southern and Northern college students to insults. The ethnic theory of plane crashes investigates the high rate of plane crashes among Korean Air in the late 20th century. Gladwell links these accidents not to pilot incompetence, but to the cultural legacy of high-power distance, a deep respect for authority that made it difficult for co-pilots to challenge their captains, even in dangerous situations. He examines transcripts from the black boxes of crashed planes, showing how mitigated speech, downplaying or sugarcoating the meaning of what's being said, contributed to fatal miscommunication. Korean Air's turnaround came when they addressed this cultural legacy, implementing English as the standard language in the cockpit, thereby reducing power distance and promoting clearer communication. The next chapter examines rice paddies and math tests. Gladwell connects the high math achievement of students from Asian countries like China, South Korea, and Japan to their cultural legacy of rice farming. The demanding and intricate nature of rice cultivation fostered a culture of hard work, persistence, and a strong connection between effort and reward. He highlights the differences between Western and Asian number systems, showing how the regularity and logic of Asian number systems make it easier for children to learn math. He also cites research showing a direct correlation between a country's math ranking and how diligently students complete questionnaires, indicating a cultural emphasis on effort. Marita's Bargain tells the story of a 12-year-old girl attending Kip Academy, a successful charter school in the South Bronx. Kip's success lies in addressing the summer vacation problem, the learning loss experienced by disadvantaged students during long summer breaks. By extending the school day and year, Kip provides these students with the extra learning time they need to catch up and excel in math, mimicking the relentless work ethic of the rice paddy. Marita's demanding schedule, involving early wake-ups and long hours of homework, reflects the sacrifices required to overcome the disadvantages of her background. Finally, in the epilogue, A Jamaican Story, Gladwell reveals his own family history, demonstrating how his mother's success was shaped by a series of opportunities tied to historical events, social structures, and cultural legacies. His grandmother Daisy Ford's ambition for her daughters stemmed from her family's legacy of privilege within Jamaica's colored class, whose upward mobility began generations earlier with the complicated legacy of a white plantation owner and his slave concubine. This story illustrates how individual success is interwoven with a web of advantages and inheritances, some earned, some not, but all crucial in shaping the course of one's life. So, what are the key takeaways from Outliers? Success is not solely about individual merit. Opportunity plays a crucial role. 10,000 hours of practice is necessary for world-class expertise, but opportunities for that practice are not evenly distributed. Cultural legacies profoundly influence our attitudes and behaviors, shaping our chances of success. We should be more mindful of the hidden advantages that some people enjoy and work to create a society that provides opportunities for all. Thanks for watching. Have you read it? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book exploration.